just saw the glimpse of the recipe that I am sharing today. Yes, it's a seafood pulao that AK and I have put together. It's a one-pot delight and we love it because we don't have to cook anything much if we are preparing this. So hello friends, welcome back. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you really enjoy what you're going to watch, don't miss to give us a like. Now let's head to the kitchen. But before that, let's take a look at the list of ingredients that you need to prepare this dish. So here you can see all the prep work has been done. Here's the measuring cup that I've used today to measure the rice. And here we get started. So heat 2 tablespoons of cooking oil with 1 tablespoon of butter in a kadhai or deep pan. And then add the sliced onions. Ooh, look at that sizzling. I really love that. So we're going to cook for 4 to 5 minutes till the onions turn translucent. And once they are, we're going to add the chopped potatoes. So if you can see, we have chopped the potatoes into large pieces because they're going to stay in this dish for a long time. And that's the reason we're going to cook them only partially. So cover it up with a lid and let it cook for 7 to 8 minutes. And then you can see they're looking really good. I think we are ready to move on to the next step. So here comes the trout fish pieces. Yes, make sure your fish is clean and follow it up with the prawns. Again, make sure your prawns are clean and deveined. Now, if you want to add some other fish instead of trout, you can do so, but be careful of the cooking time. So we'll start adding the spices. So half teaspoon of turmeric powder. In goes half teaspoon of red chili powder. You can adjust as per your spice levels. And then we are adding salt as per our taste. Yes, and now we are going to give it a nice mix. So make sure you're doing it gently because we don't want to disintegrate the fish. Yeah, look at that color. Oh my God, it's looking so good. Now once we have done this mix, we are going to add 1 teaspoon of homemade masala, which is primarily coriander and cumin powder. And then here comes AK. Yep, so you can see we have to really handle this carefully as the fish should not disintegrate. And then add 400 ml of coconut milk. Yes, and make sure that you move around all the ingredients so that every ingredient gets a soak in the coconut milk. This is going to make it really nice and creamy. Now it's time to add some aromatic spices. You can see AK is here. He just finished with the green chilies. And here comes the cardamom pods. Yeah, so 3 to 4 should be good enough. And then we are going to add the cloves. I think roughly 7 to 8 cloves should be good. They're going to really add additional flavor. And then we let it cook after covering with a lid. Here we're cooking the rice in an open kadhai because we want to cook this partially. So make sure that you place it under running water so that it stops the cooking, and then set this aside. So it's 6 minutes. We are back. Open the kadhai and oh, look at that. Everything is looking so good and it's smelling really good. So what we are doing next here is adding the eggs. So you drop in eggs one by one, and you can add as many as you wish to, but don't overcrowd. So we are adding 5 eggs because that's what we need. And once you have added the eggs, what we need to do is cover it up with a lid and allow the eggs to harden a little bit. So there you go. The eggs have hardened, and now it's time to add the partially cooked rice. Yeah, look at that. Yummy. It's smelling so good, I can't tell you. So once you have added the rice, spread it evenly in the kadhai. Yes, make a nice layer over the fish and the eggs and the potatoes, and add 2 tablespoons of ghee, which is clarified butter. This is going to add a lot of flavor to the rice. And here comes the saffron strands. So we've soaked the saffron in warm water, and now we are adding that. This will really give a nice color to the rice and will also enrich the flavor. So once it's done, we're going to cover with a lid and reduce the heat to low to medium and cook till the rice is well done. So it's 10 to 15 minutes, and here you go. The rice is done. We are going to cover, switch off the heat, and let the rice rest. Next, we move on to the other lot of the prawns. So we have added some salt over here to the prawns, and we are also going to add some ground black pepper. Now be mindful of the salt, because you already have salt in the earlier lot, right? Give it a nice mix, and then heat oil in a kadhai and add the prawns. Ooh, look at that. Now the prawns don't take long to cook. It will roughly, be 4 to 5 minutes, I think, for the prawns to be done. Look at that color. I just love, how they change the color from white to red. Yep, so you can see the prawns are done. So we can switch off the heat and keep this aside. Let's get back to our pulao. Oh, look at that. It's looking so, so good. So now we're going to add the cooked prawns over here. Yeah, garnish it with this prawn. And next we are going to add some freshly chopped coriander leaves. I can't tell you, it's absolutely heavenly. It's smelling so good. So I think the pulao is ready. Before we serve, we are going to give it a nice mix. Look at that. Look at that. It's looking so, so delicious. I just can't wait to eat. Look at that. It's really smelling delicious. Ooh. So it's done. Now time to eat. So here is the eating bowl. Yep, place rice and the other ingredients, and garnish with some coriander leaves and dig in. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching. Do come back for more. And till next time, be safe and keep cooking. See ya.